ensemble feeling. Which, I mean, is something that I think you should listen to if you get the chance. But the basic gist of it is that we have to, like, it doesn't, I mean, even if there aren't issues, because there really aren't issues going on between any of us, but, like, even if there were, or even if there aren't, we just leave everything at the door. And it becomes, like, an artistic environment and not, like, like, we abandon for the moment the friendship aspect of our relationship and depend on our artistic relationship between each other when we're focusing on doubt. And then we can drop that as soon as we leave the rehearsal. But, like, if we allow too much of ourselves to seep into rehearsals, it will be more difficult to separate yourself from Aloysius as you go into it. Because, like, we're close. We hug all the time, and we're still having to speak about Trevor like he's a molester. Oh, talk to yourself.
Okay. Hello. So anyway, I think that's really important, the atmospheric part of it. Especially because, like, yeah, I think that one of the things that, I don't remember who said this to me, but it's like, it's better if you, can you take this from me? Thank you. It's better if you, like, well, this, I mean, clearly this can't happen, but, like, if you are doing a show, like, you meet, like, whoever's going to be in the show with you, it's better that you don't get to know them, like, as a person first, because, like, you need to know their character. Like, you don't like, if you start seeing them as, like, who they actually are instead of, like, who they need to be for this performance, it's hard to separate that. And, like, the audience can see, like, your energy between the two of you. Like,
and it's also, like,
or however many.
The artist in people can be so different. And if you, like, if we treat rehearsals as a time to be artists and not be the people that we are, like, it's so much different, and the energy, like, already is so much different. I mean, I would even venture to say that sometimes it was rehearsals, I'm not being an artist.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, you're being, like, you're having fun. Like, it's a fun musical.
I didn't just roll my eyes.
But, I mean, for something like Doubt, it's like, if you don't look at it like a piece of art, and if you don't look at it from the perspective of an artist, people won't come and see it as an art form. Like, people will come and see it and be like, oh, they had to do this for IB Theater.
I don't want that to happen. That
I know.
sucks.
Exactly. Like, we just have to take, like, I mean, and it's hard because we are friends, and so it's hard to not, you know, spend that time laughing about Sister James falling on her face.
No, Sister Veronica.
Oh.
You don't fall on your face.
Because, like, you know, like, we want to have those moments of fun, too, but it's just, like...
We can have those after.
Exactly.
We can go to Chipotle and then laugh about it.
And then laugh about it later. Exactly. And I think, like, the good thing about, like, the group between us three is that we're, like, able to separate that. Like, we've had rehearsals and we've had, like, workshops where we can just, like, strip ourselves of names and numbers and characters. And what was that, Alyssa? And, or genders, for that matter, and just, like, look at each other as artists. Like, I know, like, during some of the Chekhov workshops, I wasn't necessarily thinking about Aloysius or Sister James, and just, like, looking at a different art form. It's like learning about sculpture before attempting it, you know?
Yeah.
And I think where we stand right now with Doubt is a really good place. Like, I'm really confident because it is an experimental thing. Like, in its nature, like, we are trying something different.
And if we, like, fail, we'll, like, know something new, you know what I mean? Like, if we succeed, we'll know something new, and if we fail, we'll know something new, too. So it's not like we're gonna fail if we actually do fail.
And I think, you know, the biggest struggle with this piece is not going to be making it interesting, because I think inherently, like, when all three of us put our energy on the stage, like, it will be a good show. I think our ultimate struggle is going to be memorizing with everything that we have going on. And I think as long as we recognize that as the uphill battle and everything else as the plateau at the top once we get there, it'll be like a lot less painful because we are there.
Yeah, I think
like,
that once we get the memorization down, it's not like, and I don't think it's going to be that hard either, because it's going to be like response. Like, we're not going to have to think about it. It's just going to be, what am I going to say when he says that? This.
I think we're ready.